and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is 4 Paws in a Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. I'm bringing back the reset vlog for February because I really enjoyed it, and I think it's a great way to kind of like kick off the month. So this one's going to be a little bit more of a chatty video than less of a vlog, but I'm still going to call it a vlog, so that's fine. But in today's video, I want to go over some of my reading journal content, show you how I've been using my reading journal. We're going to be talking about goals. We're going to recap our January goals and then make some goals for February. And then I will talk to you about some upcoming content and reading plans. And then we'll also have a little bit of an unhaul in there as well. Just a couple of books that I would like to take off my shelves. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, let's work in my journal for a little bit. It's not quite the end of the month when I'm filming this, so I'm not gonna do all of my stats in here, but I will fill out a couple of things and kind of show you how I've been using this. I haven't done anything in my rainbow project yet. Should I have started that this month? Yes. Have I? No. It's fine. So this I'll wait until the very end of the month to fill out, so I'll do that off camera. Plus I don't need to publish all that all over the internet. But I read 16 books so far in January. There might be one more that I get read, so I'll just fill it in later. But we'll do 16 right now. And I think I've decided I'm going to do a very neutral color here. And I'm going to do per month will be a different color. So, and I kind of want to make it messy. So it'll be like kind of handwritten or hand like scribbled. At this rate, I will definitely have to add on to this because so much for reading less in 2024, right? I bought the portrait Tombow pens because I really wanted to have kind of a neutral, folklore-y aesthetic going on in here. And so the portrait color has a bunch of like browns and grays and these beiges. So I think that's probably the aesthetic we'll go for here. Oh, one thing I did want to show you is I added some stickers to the front of this because last month I just had this one, but I found a couple of other ones that are super cute. This like really old school kind of like journal here that like I'm going for this aesthetic here. Absolutely love butterflies. They've been a big part of our story. So I like that one. And then this is a Taylor Swift lyric that I like had in my, I put Taylor Swift stickers in my Pango orders. And so I found this one and I was like, this kind of fits the aesthetic. And then this one, Closer to Happiness Than I've Ever Been. So, and then I added a couple more to this one as well. Look at the penguin. He's so cute. So that's, I just want to show you that. Okay, so let's continue on. I'm gonna wait until the end of the month for this one just because I don't know like the percentages and stuff, but it's been a good reading month so far. But like I said, 16 books, 4,962 pages. So unfortunately I only had one 5-star read, so I didn't print it out yet, but I will do that. I did not add anything to my R Fantasy or to my A to Z TBR, I don't believe. So we'll have to work on this more in February. The pick for my Patreon readathon for February is going to go until February 1st. So today as you're watching this, so I don't have that one quite picked out. However, I do think it's probably going to be If We Were Villains by ML Rio. I think that's one of the winning choices on the poll right now. If you're a member of the Patreon, in the top 2 tiers, they have access to that vote. And then Boozy Book Club, there's no change to this yet because obviously we're only done through April, although we have kind of potentially picked out some later ones that we're interested in. So Buzzword Challenge, I did end up reading this one. I don't have really any, well, I guess I could put like the stars down here potentially. Yeah, we could do that. This one was actually my only 5-star read. This is the wrong pen. I don't want to use the 5. I want to use the 1. I very rarely use the 05, just mostly for borders. But yeah, this was my only 5-star read of the month. There we go. So far, like I said, I'm still in the middle of my last 2, but I don't foresee them being 5 stars quite yet. Okay, so, but I'm gonna go ahead and wait on this until the very end of the month, but it will likely be The Fall Is All There Is as my favorite book of the month. Although The Anther is seen reviewed, even though I don't technically star rate it, that one was also a book that I really, really loved. I did not do anything to 24 and 24 this month, and I haven't gotten any sprint recommendations. I haven't been on sprints this much this month that I've been hosting because I've just had a lot of travel for work, and it's just been a very, very busy month. So, and then we go into our January. So I figured out what I was going to do for this calendar, and that is that I am putting a little dot anytime I finish a book, and these kind of correlate to my genre blanket a little bit. They're not the exact colors, but kind of the same aesthetic. So I'm gonna, like, while I'm here, I'll just show you my genre blanket so far. I'm obsessed with how it looks. It looks so good. I was worried about it at first because I didn't love the pink as much, but now that it's kind of blending in with everything else, when it was like, you know, there was only 3 rows, I was like, oh, that is a very bright pink. But it's the nonfiction row, so I don't think I don't read a ton of nonfiction, but there's just a little sneak peek at that. So I'll fill this out at the end of the month again, as well as my longest book and my shortest book. And then I put my Kerplunk TBR here as well. And then I made this editorial calendar. This is just for videos and sprints. So if I did a video, then I got a little banner, and then these little things are for sprints. So I was doing sprints Wednesdays and Sundays, and then Patreon sprints every other Friday. I made a list of the books just for content. I wanted to see like what I was reading for content versus what I was reading for myself. And then just kind of making a running list because I like lists, and I have a lot of this. I have this exact list in multiple places. And then just a quick flip through of this. I'm not done with it yet, but I wanted to do for my battle, my booktuber battle, making an actual review. I'm not going to be reviewing every single video or every single book that I read in this book. It will take too long. I read too many books. But I wanted to do ones that like I'm highlighting on my channel, and I think that they turned out so well. So if you haven't watched that video, I think that was the one right before this, so go check that out. And then this is like just my wrap up, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. It'll probably be another just kind of brain dump page. I don't know. We'll see. But I work in finance. Oh, I don't work in finance, but I work for a private equity fund that like financials is like obviously a big part because we're, you know, giving money back to our investors. It's a whole thing. But when we do our KPI meetings and like monthly like reviews, we have what's called a what's hot and what's not. And it's like the overarching themes of like what happened in the past month that really, really worked and what really, really didn't. So I kind of decided to take that with my, like use that for my channel and do a what's hot, what's not on my channel. So I actually went and looked at my analytics. I looked at what's been performing really well this past month, and then what has maybe not, what kind of flopped. So on my what's hot, my reading journal videos doing fantastic. I knew it would. The reading journal videos just do so well. So I am excited to bring that back to the channel. Like I said, I started as a bullet journal channel, so it's kind of fun to go back to my roots for this. So I don't think I'll be doing them every single month. I'll probably do a full quarterly flip through, and then the off months I will do just this in my resets. Unhauls always do really well. That video really popped off. Reading sprints are always really great, like not only for your analytics, especially if you are looking to monetize your channel, because it's great for watch time, but it's also just really, really great to like get involved with the community and like meet friends, because, you know, booktube can be lonely sometimes when you're just like literally talking to a camera. So the reading sprints are always fun. Weirdly enough, my December wrap up, which was a challenge, it was like read or unhaul every single day. That video did so well. I didn't think it was going to. That was really a video for me because I just wanted to get 31 books off of my TBR by the end of the year, or 31 more books. And so that was a video that was for me. And for some reason that video did really well. And I think it's kind of this whole, if you like treat a month as this personal challenge, and then you have this video at the end of the month where you're like, reveal your secrets, those do really well. So I'm going to be trying to do something else like that maybe in February. I don't know yet. I have a lot going on in February. We'll see. And then just on a personal level, not like in analytics or anything like that, my reading calendar was a huge hit for me personally, because it helped me like map out exactly what I was reading each day, and how long I had to finish a book, to stay on track for the multitude of content that I was trying to do. And then on what's not, my single book reviews, if I do a vlog where I read one book, it doesn't necessarily work out well. I'm going to be trying one again in February, but I kind of have a spin on it, so we'll see if it works. My Spiffbo vlog, unfortunately, really flopped. It's like sitting 10 out of 10 on my recent videos. So unfortunately that one did not do well. I have 2 more videos, so that way I can get the reviews out for all of those. That video is more for the authors anyways, not necessarily like for me, but I enjoy doing them, so we'll still do them. But yeah, that one kind of flopped. So go watch it if you haven't. I'll link it up above. My sprint thumbnails need to be revamped. This is just a me thing. I haven't really made new ones in a while, and so I need to do that. That's going to be a project for me in February. And then I just put on here what's not. I bought too many books again. I really wanted to be like reading more books than I had bought this month, and I don't know that I did that as I look over at my cart, because I had a couple of books that I had purchased in like the post-Christmas sale that showed up in January. So they're going to be in the January haul. They didn't end up on my physical TBR number. So that's going to be a bit of an addition to my January book haul. So I'm going to be really putting myself on a limit for February. But, you know, we'll see what happens. But anyways, that's my journal. Let's move on. I've decided I want to add a little bit of an unhaul into this video. So I'm just going to be highlighting a couple of books that maybe I read over the month that I don't necessarily want to keep, or I've just decided they're going to make the unhaul. Let's talk about some goals. So let's recap our January goals, and then we'll make new goals for February. I really like doing this whole personal goal, channel goal, reading goal, and house goal. So some of these are actually probably gonna like reappear, and I'll probably just like continue the goal because we may not have done so well with them. But the reading goal was that I wanted to annotate one book, and I did do that. I did it with The Fall Is All There Is. I tabbed it. I have not a ton of like notes in them, or like writing. Let's see if I did, how much I did. But like I did some things. This was, again, my only 5-star read of the month so far, unless one of the 2 last ones surprised me. So I think that there's something to be said about annotating a book and like having a better reading experience with it, because you're really taking the time to like, I don't know, just digest it a little bit. So I definitely want to continue this. I'm not going to make it my official goal for February, but I do think it would be really cool to like at the end of the year have 12 books that I annotated. I don't know why my Siri just turned on, but it was like recording that entire thing. I think it would be cool to have like 12 books that I annotated throughout the year. So I would really love to do it again. I just don't, I'm not holding myself to that this month, but it would be cool. But my goal, my reading goal is kind of going to be like a haul goal too. My goal, other than like book boxes and like pre-orders and stuff that I know are coming in, because I can't really like, I don't know, I can't hold myself to that. But other than the book boxes, because I have like Illumicrate and Afterlight both coming in, and then the Aardvark hints that have come out so far for February, like there's a couple on there that just sound so good. But anyways, book boxes excluded, and then I think I might have 1 or 2 pre-orders. Other than those, I only want to haul, I can haul 1 book for every 5 that I read or unhaul or take off of my physical TBR. So theoretically I should only be hauling like 3 or 4 books in February, other than my book boxes. Will it happen? I don't know, but we're gonna try. That's the goal. right? It's not the rule, but it's the goal. So that's the reading goal. As far as the other goals from January, they did not go as well. For the most part, I was actually 2 videos ahead on my my schedule because I was really working on pre-done content from like my week of vacation. So it got a little harder as the end of the month came around. Specifically, once I started working on all those vlogs, they got a little close. So I give myself like a B+ on that goal. But I did really like having that in place, and it kind of gave me a lot of like creative freedom to like think it way ahead. So I would love to be able to do that, and I also want to try to give my patrons access to the whole week's videos every Monday. For the tiers that get early access to videos. That won't always happen, but I really like when I can do that. For my personal goal of bringing my own lunch, it did not happen very often. I mean, I was really good for like the first week and a half, but then like I went on a trip, and so then grocery shopping didn't happen, and then like we had a couple of times, I feel like I didn't spend my own money for food more than once or twice a week, but it wasn't as much as I would have liked. But I did have like a couple of business lunches. I had a couple of like, my boss's birthday was last month, and so we all went out as a team. So like I feel like I did okay, but like a C-. On my home goal, I did really good for a week, and then I just stopped doing it. I stopped making it a priority. So that is gonna be something we're gonna work on. I did not come home and like clean every day, but we're gonna try it again. For my channel goal, I kind of want to work on a little bit of a rebrand, not like an official rebrand, but like a refresh, specifically with my thumbnails for reading sprints. I definitely want to refresh those, get a couple of updated ones for that, and just do like just a little bit of a refresh on the brand. I'm very, very close to hitting 4K, and I just feel like maybe it just needs a little bit of a zhuzh. So that's the goal for February, is I'm going to be working on that a little bit. For my personal goal, I got a gym membership about like a week and a half ago or something like that, and I've made a deal with myself that when I've gone to the gym 40 times, then I can buy a new iPad. And like, listen, my iPad is on its way out, and while I can't physically get that done in February, I want to make a significant dent in that number. I think I'm only at like 6 right now for the whole month. I mean, I got a 13 days ago. So like it's fine, but I have been trying to go like maybe every other day, so I definitely want to try to go like at least 3 to 4 times a week. That's the goal, but I'd like to put a significant dent into that number 40, like that 40 times, so that way in March I'll be able to get my new iPad. Finally, for my house goal, I think I am just gonna like refurbish the same the same goal as I had in January of like coming home and at least doing one cleaning task or spending 15 minutes on something like house related, because I feel like I did really good for like a week, like I said, but once the grind got back, and like again I went on my trip, and then when I came back it was just like chaos. So we're gonna try again in February and see if we can like make a habit out of it. Okay, let's talk about some content plans and some reading plans. I've done my TBR, so my Kerplunk TBR, I'll link up above. The next video that's coming out is actually a TBR for Gente's Inferno, which is a technically 11-day readathon that's happening the 6th through the 16th. And I did a like specialized TBR for that. I'm also going to be every other day vlogging for that. There'll be 5 vlogs in total, so I guess one day we'll have 3 days. But that'll be really fun. And so I have 8 books picked out for that. We'll see if I can get to all of them. I don't know. It's ambitious. We will see. But I also have a couple of other things that I want to talk about. I'm giving you basically one extra book for the vlogs. There are 2 vlogs that I don't actually know what I'm going to be reading. I really want to do a like reading football romances the week of the Super Bowl. or something like that. So I'd really like to do that video and kind of vlog that. And then the other one is going to be the 72 Hours in the Book Nook that's hosted by Cassidy and Mel and Lexi and Monica. So that's always a really fun experience. So I'm going to be kind of just like reading as I go for that one. That one happens at the end of the month. Some other stuff that I want to read. I'm doing a collab project with a bunch of other people, and one of the books on there is going to be Wendy Darling by A.C. Wise. So this one has been on my TBR for so long. I say that I love a Peter Pan retelling, but I've actually only read a couple of them. I loved both of them, but I don't actually know that I love Peter Pan retelling. I don't know, we'll see. So that's one of them that I'm gonna be reading. And then not really a vlog, but Not Your Mom's Boozy Book Club is back in February. The sprints for this will be the weekend of the 17th or 18th tentatively. There's a couple of moving parts, but we're gonna be reading Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. And this is the book for February. Also, I think that there is an Audible sale going on right now, so this is only like $6.99. So if you want to read it with us, you can do that if you want to. But I've heard really good things about this book. Everyone's been talking about it this month, so I'm very excited about it. And then there is a controversy going on right now. Nothing, it's just drama. It's just funny, okay? Like, everyone's friends. But among the besties, there are two people that really liked Icebreaker and two people that really didn't. And they're hyping up the drama, the controversy. So I'm gonna do a vlog where I read Icebreaker, and we're gonna see which side of the spectrum I land on. It'll be the battle of the icebreaker. So anyways, I have a really fun idea for that vlog. I don't know if it's gonna work. Conceptually, it's great. I don't know if it's actually gonna work in execution, but we'll see. In addition to my Kerplunk TBR and my Chante's Inferno TBR, here's a couple more books that I want to read this month. I am crazy for how many books I want to read. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm okay. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little reset. Like I said at the beginning, I really love doing these videos. I feel like they're such a great way to start the month off with a little bit of direction, and kind of gives me some insight gives you guys some insight into what I'm doing with my life and my content and my channel and stuff like that. And like I said, I need a lot of direction with things. So if I put it out into the universe, it has to happen, right? Anyways, let me know if you like these videos, and let me know something that you are excited to do in February, and I will talk to you down there. If you're not feeling chatty, do some sort of like heart emoji because it's Valentine's. That's all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!